Hello, yes, very good evening, my dear students. Today I will be discussing about some basic questions which is related to your NCERT solutions. Number one, first question: for binary fission, amoeba requires dash parent cells. Now see, it is a one word answer, or you can say it is a MCQ type or fill in the blanks. But I have written a complete answer for all of you. Okay, what is the actual answer? You all know. Hint: for binary fission, amoeba requires only one parent cell. Fine. Now, I have explained here how. In this type of reproduction, the nuclear material of the amoeba duplicates. What do you mean by duplicates? Duplicates mean dividing into two or division. After that, it requires only one parent cell for reproduction. So, you came to know that amoeba requires only one parent for reproduction. A fully matured cell divides into two equal halves. They are divided into two equal parts. Fine. Then these two equal halves, what they form? They forms daughter cells. Now I am coming to the fifth point. This is one of the common process of asexual reproduction. You can also term this binary fission as asexual reproduction. Now this type of asexual reproduction occurs in prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes mean multi-celled, eukaryotes mean single-celled. Single cell means, for example, amoeba, what we are talking about. Now at the end I have written, binary fission is a form of asexual reproduction in which an organism divides into two, that is, it divides into two equal halves. Each division carries one copy of genetic material. The single DNA molecule begins replication and attaches each to various cell parts. Now I have given a small diagram for your explanation. Okay. Well, very well you can understand that. Number one, see, there is a parent cell, only a single cell. Number two, DNA duplicates, means the DNA starts its division. Number three, the cytoplasm divides. Automatically, the outer portion, which is known as cytoplasm, it also starts division. Then in the fourth stage, the cytoplasm divides into two daughter cells. That is, it requires one parent cell for binary fission. So now come to the question, how many parent cell is required for amoeba? The answer will be, amoeba requires only one parent cell for binary fission. Now if this question comes in the explanation form, you can write in this way, point wise. आप लोग देखिए, मैं point wise आप लोगों को note दे दिया. Fine. So it will be better for you to learn. Okay. Now to the second question. T.A.R. Malthus is famous for his book on. Who is T.R. Malthus? As you know, he is Thomas Robert Malthus. He was famous for his which book? उन्होंने एक बुक लिखा था और वो बुक का नाम है an essay on the principle of population. So often this question comes as a multiple choice type, that is MCQ type, or it may also come as a descriptive type. तो अगर descriptive type में आएगा तो आप क्या लिखोगे? Now see the complete answer. Thomas Robert Malthus was a British economist who theorized that population would continue. उनको लगा कि population कभी stop नहीं होने वाला है and it will continue for ages. Next point, it may be reversed by disease, war or calamity. इनको stop करने का एक ही तरीका है, that is if there is any war, if there is any disease or if there is any calamity, natural calamity, okay, then only it can be reversed. Next point, T.R. Malthus observed that an increase in a nation's food production improved the well-being of the population, but the improvement was temporary as it led to the population growth. Next point, the humans utilize abundance for population growth, which was termed as Malthusian trap. Population has a tendency to grow until there is any disease, war or natural calamity. जब तक ये सब नहीं होगा, population will be on and on. Malthus wrote in opposition to the popular view that saw society as improving and perfectible taking place. Now, kindly note this one. The view of Malthus was influential and controversial across economic, political, scientific thoughts, and he was famous for his book on population. Fine. Now come to the third question. Flower is zygomorphic in dash. बहुत सारे ऑप्शंस रहेगा. You have to name that particular flower. Which flower? You already read in your book, textbook. Gul Mohar. Flower is zygomorphic in Gul Mohar. Why? Why it is zygomorphic? The flower cannot be divided into two halves. जिसको आप डिवाइड नहीं कर सकते हो. Now I am giving you the complete answer. Gulmohar belongs to the family Leguminosae. It has the corolla that has unequal size of petals. Petals are unequal, not equal, okay? It cannot be divided into two parts. This type of flowers have irregular symmetry, so are termed as zygomorphic. इन लोगों का जो सिमेट्रिकल पार्ट है दैट इज़ वेरी इरेगुलर. ओके, इरेगुलर होने से आप अगर डिवाइड करोगे फ्लावर को तो इक्वली डिवीजन नहीं होगा. दैट इज़ वाई इट इज टर्म्ड एज zygomorphic. Thus, if the flower can be divided into two halves are actinomorphic, so in this case it is zygomorphic. अगर कोई फूल को आप सही तरह से डिसेक्शन करोगे then it is called at actinomorphic. अगर वो इक्वली डिवाइड होगा तो actinomorphic पार्ट, बट इक्वली डिवाइड नहीं होगा देन इट इज अ zygomorphic. ओके, नेक्स्ट, दिस टाइप ऑफ zygomorphic flowers have bilateral symmetry. ये सब zygomorphic flowers जो है, जिन लोगों को हम zygomorphic बोलते हैं, The symmetry is bilateral. The flower is capable to divide into symmetrical halves by one longitudinal plane passing through the axis. ये ज़ाइगोमॉर्फिक का मतलब क्या है? द टर्म ज़ाइगोमॉर्फिक मीन्स ज़ाइगो प्लस मॉर्फिक, दैट इज bilateral symmetry. Example: flowers of a pea plant. Flowers of a pea plant is an example of zygomorphic. Can be divided by a single plane into two equal parts, जिनको हम लोग मिरर इमेज भी बोल सकते हैं. फाइन. नाउ आई हैव ड्रॉन अ स्मॉल आइटम दैट इज ज़ाइगोमॉर्फिक फ्लावर का एक छोटा सा मैंने डायग्राम दिया है. अब देखो ज़ाइगोमॉर्फिक क्यों बोलते हैं इन लोगों को. आप लोगों को दिख रहा है ना, ये बायलैटरल सिमेट्री है एंड इट इज डिवाइडेड इनटू टू इक्वल हाफ्स बाय सेंट्रल एक्सिस. एक इमेजिनरी लाइन मैंने ड्रॉ किया है मिडिल से. ये दिस इज एन इमेजिनरी लाइन. फाइन. दिस इमेजिनरी लाइन को हम क्या बोलेंगे? एक्सिस. इसीलिए नाउ कम टू द कंक्लूजन, इसीलिए फ्लावर को हम लोग ज़ाइगोमॉर्फिक बोलेंगे. सो फ्लावर इज ज़ाइगोमॉर्फिक इन गुलमोहर. Now come to the next question. Number of bones of face. Facial bones are 14. There are 14 facial bones. Now I have written the complete answer for you. The nasal bones are two small bones located just above the nasal opening. Secondly, they form the bridge and roof of our nose. एकदम नोज के ऊपर to the either side of these bones are the maxilla. नोज के आसपास दो जो साइड है वो दो साइड को हम लोग मैक्सिला बोलेंगे. देयर आर टू बोन्स, स्मॉल स्मॉल बोन्स, सॉफ्ट बोन्स. दे आर टर्म्ड एज मैक्सिला. देयर आर अनदर पेयर दैट परफॉर्म सेवरल फंक्शंस. नेक्स्ट पॉइंट, देयर आर प्रेजेंट इन द लोअर पार्ट ऑफ द आई ऑर्बिटल which holds the upper teeth in place. Each maxilla contains a sinus. Sinus क्या है? A hole that drains nasal fluids. Then comes the mandible which holds the lower teeth. It is the lower jaw. It gives the structure of our chin. The face का जो structure है, actually mandible is only responsible for the structure. Next, then comes the vomer. vomer क्या है? vomer भी एक बोन है जो कहाँ रहता है? It appears as a tiny bump near the bottom of the nasal cavity. It separates the nasal cavity into either sides. To the sides of our eye socket comes the cheekbones. दो चीक बोन्स है, वो भी आता है आई पोर्शन के एकदम नीचे. वो बोन्स को हम लोग क्या बोलेंगे? दे आर टर्म्ड एज ज़ाइगोमेटिक बोन्स. द फाइनल थ्री बोन्स ऑल एग्जिस्ट इन पेयर्स, लैक्रिमल बोन्स. तो अभी लेट अस कम टू द कंक्लूजन. हाउ मेनी फेशियल बोन्स आर देयर? 14. Number 1, inferior nasal concha. Number 2, lacrimal bones. Number 3, maxilla. Number 4, mandible. Number 5, nasal bones. Number 6, palatine bones. Number 7, vomer. Number 8, zygomatic bones. So, ultimately there are 14 facial bones. Next, come to the last question. This is my last question for today. Atmosphere acts as a blanket. इनको आपको एक्सप्लेन करना है. Atmosphere is a bad conductor of heat. It mainly contains air. ये तो हम लोग सब जानते हैं. But you need to explain that. How? Let's see. During daylight hours, it prevents the sudden increase of temperature, and during the night, it does the opposite. Okay? It slows down the escape of heat into the outer space. The atmosphere is made up of several layers of gases, and these gases covers the earth. पूरा अर्थ को एक गैस का लेयर होता है अर्थ के बाहर. ओके, दैट लेयर प्रोटेक्ट्स द अर्थ. These gases also plays an important role in protection. प्रोटेक्शन के लिए ये लोग बहुत ही महत्वपूर्ण रोल प्ले करते हैं. फाइन. नंबर नाउ आई हैव गिवन इन पॉइंट्स. First point, CO2, that is carbon dioxide and water vapors, trap the heat and regulate the temperature of the earth by keeping it stable. Stable means in a particular position. It absorbs the heat rays during the day and by reflecting the heat trapped during daytime at night. Next point, ozone absorbs harmful UV rays. UV rays मतलब ultraviolet rays coming from the sunlight. Last point, air being a bad conductor of heat prevents a sudden increase of the temperature during daytime and same time does not allow to escape the heat into the outer space at night. Abhi come to the conclusion. Hence, the atmosphere acts as a blanket. Answer. Atmosphere covers and protect the earth like a blanket. तो ये आपको कोई एक्सप्लेन करने के लिए बोलेंगे तो you need to explain this point wise. Fine. So that's all for today.